Hello and welcome to this video on marketing to students through affiliates. So there are a few options and a few affiliate partners to consider when marketing to students. And when we say marketing to students for affiliates, we mean marketing and reaching students on a cost per acquisition or paid on results basis. And all of the partners stated in this video can work on that basis. So the options are Totem, Unidays, Student Beans, and UCAS. Now, Totem, Unidays, and Student Beans operate globally, and UCAS operates solely in the United Kingdom. Totem are a student marketing company, and they are affiliated or endorsed by the NUS in the UK, and they're also linked to the ISIC International Student Discount Program. Unidays are a student marketing business, and so are Student Beans. Now, what they have done is they've built up their own base of students themselves, and they have global bases of students which they can help businesses reach around the world. UCAS are a charity. They are the body which all UK students apply to higher education through. And they are quite unique in that they have a trove of data in the UK and can feasibly reach all UK students. Now, an overview of each of these partners, a little bit about them, some of their strengths. So Totem, active in 130 countries through ISIC, again endorsed by the NUS, and they're the only student discount platform to be endorsed by the NUS, and that's something that's relevant for the UK only. And something really interesting about them is that students actually pay for access to the discounts, which I feel means that the students will be quite engaged if they're paying for it. Uniday, Student Beans, and UCAS, on the other hand, are available for free, so there's no fee to use them. Now on to Unidays, who are active in several countries, again, around the world, work with brands such as Nike and Microsoft, and also offer offline media and research services as well. So as well as operating over the internet, offering a student discount, they can also do other things for businesses as well. Student Beans, similar to Unidays, active again in several countries around the world. Student Beans also have a custom offering for small businesses and startups where there's really good service. And they are also linked to the Youth Marketing Strategy event. So that's an annual event that's held all around the world, New York and London, for example. It's very well attended. It has a lot of youth experts in attendance at the event, and it gives Student Beans a really good advantage in that they can feed all the insights from the youth marketing strategy into their own student strategy and how they operate the business. Now on to UCAS. UCAS, again, only operate in the UK, a very strong UK partner, can market to all UK students. They're currently really heavily investing in developing their student discounting and targeting proposition. Again, they have that data advantage, which naturally comes from the fact that all students have to apply through higher education through UCAS, and they offer events, social media, postal, and email marketing. So again, similar to Unidays and Student Beans, they also offer offline events as well. So who to work with? Some of the things I'm about to outline aren't specific to each partner, because I believe that businesses should work with the right partner for their aims and objectives. So absolutely, I would say to contact all of the partners and to get proposals from each of them to see how best they can serve your business. Be on the lookout for the level of service that you'll get and how engaged the accounts team will be in helping to scale and grow your business. Look at pricing and fees. So some of them may want to charge you for the verification of students, others may not. So again, weigh up that, and also there may be cost per acquisition or CPA minimums or stipulations. So again, you'll want to look at that as well. And any other fees, such as, is there another fee for offline marketing? Is there a fee for research? Is there a fee for student freshers events? definitely have a look at all of the costs and pricing involved. You want to look at how many active students they have. So I would classify an active student as someone making a purchase within the space of 30 days. While platforms may boast about having a certain amount of registered students, it's active students that matter, because active students are actively using a platform to purchase products and services. And active students is definitely the number that you want to be paying attention to. You want to look at conversion reporting. So what you want to ask them to do is find out how many students have been converted through their environments and how many students have been converted through your environment. So what will happen is they will place the student discount tool on your website. It's usually done through an iframe. But what that relies on is traffic that already comes to your website to drive conversion. So in effect, it gives students that already visit your website access to a student discount, but it relies on the fact that you're using your own marketing channels to drive students who are then converting through your website for you offering a student discount. Now, what you want to do is make sure there's a really good balance between students that are converting that way and students that the student discount provider are sending to your website through their own marketing. What you don't want is for your marketing to be doing all the heavy lifting and the student platform's marketing to not be actively and proactively driving new customers and return customers as well, because student loyalty is quite important here. You want it, so a good split is at least 50-50. I'd say is definitely something to aim for. So again, that's something to query with them. What, first of all, can you have a view on that? And second of all, what's the norm for their existing clients? And also make sure to ask them about specific geos as well, because they may be strong in particular territories, and in particular territories there may be this 50-50 split, but in other territories there may be a 90-10 split, which isn't very favorable. Next, definitely and absolutely look into flexibility and terms. So if you're a smaller business, you don't want to be locked into anything for too long, and I'd say for larger businesses as well. And definitely the terms of the contract. So you're looking out specifically for exclusivity clauses, which prevent you from working with any other student providers or any other student type of marketing services. So things to watch out for. As I've mentioned, and following on, are exclusivity clauses. I would say not to sign with any partner that demands exclusivity. You want to keep your business flexible. It may be that in one territory, a particular student provider is very strong and can do very well for you. They may not be as strong in other territories around the world. So it doesn't make sense to be locked into an exclusivity agreement with them globally when they can only really service one territory very well. So unless you're looking at one or two territories, I would say avoid an exclusivity clause, because if you do want to go global, if you do want to expand out around the world, then exclusivity clause can be a real hindrance. It may also affect you being able to use other agencies or other businesses to do other forms of student marketing around the world. Some of these clauses can be quite broad, so definitely get someone in your legal team or solicitor to look into the implications of any exclusivity clause, but also I would say to just avoid them altogether if possible. Look out for verification fees. That's the fee for, that they'll charge for the verification that someone is a student. So before someone can access a student discount, they will have to go through a verification process to prove that they are an actual student. And some providers can charge for this. I would say not to work for a provider that charges for this, because just because someone verifies doesn't mean they're going to go and purchase. You do want to try and keep this on a cost per acquisition type basis. So if you can avoid verification fees, do so. Again, lack of marketing from the student platform itself. You definitely want to make sure that they're proactively promoting your brand. So look out for that in this service that they're offering. Prepaid media fees. Again, they may talk about things that they've done for other clients. And within the case study, there may be examples of various forms of media that aren't necessarily on a cost per acquisition. So it's not really sensible for you to make a comparison and expect the same results if other clients are paying thousands of pounds for other forms of media and you've only got a budget for a cost per acquisition. So do look out for prepaid media fees, and do, ask them what's their greatest success for a client that just worked on a cost per acquisition basis. How do clients on a cost per acquisition basis differ to those that don't or do invest? So you can really build up a picture to see, okay, who's the best provider for me on a cost per acquisition basis? And again, registered versus active users. Always ask for active users. Registered users are less relevant. Lastly, I'd say to do what works, and make sure that you do what works for your business. In this example, we're using Totem via ISIC to market internationally. We're using Student Beans only in the United States. Student Beans quite strong in the US. And we're using UCAS for student marketing primarily in the UK, where UCAS are quite strong. So you should be able to work with the partners to the benefit of your business and as you see fit. You don't want to be in a scenario where the partners are dictating how you do your own student marketing. So I would say do make sure and do try to make sure you do what works for your business. That is all from me. My contact details and my book, The Advertiser's Guide for Affiliate Marketing, which is available on Amazon and Audible, are there for you. If you found this video useful, please subscribe to my channel on YouTube to help it grow. Please share and leave a comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.